Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go. It has been a while, like a week now, which also means I kind of forgot whatever I said I was going to do today. So, new plan. By the stream title, it looks like I said we were going to do Kazuha story quest. That's what we're going to do. And I think there's a couple of events. But I don't know if they're very exciting events, because it looked like they were combat events. But you know, we're gonna try them out. I think there's two. I took too long, and now there's two of these. So there's this one. I don't know, it looks like a fighting one. I figure we'll try one of them at least. And then there's this. This showed up. Also don't know what this is. We're gonna make it up. We're gonna have a go. Before that, I figured last time I tried to get Kazuha, I went to the little sword monument thing. Didn't work. So we're gonna try from here. Mostly because I thought it'd be an aesthetic place to start the stream. And also because, I don't know, maybe Venti will, the Anemo powers, I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky. Or maybe we'll get Yao Yao, which is also good. And I think I have a lot of Prima Gems, so we might do 20 wishes. Because I can probably find, it'll be fine. Because I looked it up and I think there's about 4 more streams before the end of the banner. Oh, this is our hyphen as well, we don't want to be doing that. And I have almost enough for 50 wishes, so I think if we do 20 today, then, yeah, maybe they'll end well. Okay, so, gonna do this. Oh, Diane's here. Hello. Oh, Nichols here. Hello, welcome. There are like 4 events going on. Yeah, there's always 4 events going on. But you know what? Give them a go. See if they're any different. Because they don't look like the standard sort of do a domain for cheap ones. So we're going to figure it out. Kaiko, the greatest Yao Yao main. I mean, who doesn't love Yao Yao? Are you kidding me? Well, I guess we got another Hazel. Not the plan, again. But that's fine. I guess being on the Venti statue worked too well. Because that's not Yao Yao or Xiangling. but it's okay. We're gonna try this again. And maybe it'll work. Okay. Ooh! Again. Why doesn't it want me to have Yao Yao? Why not? I just want Yao Yao, but no. Okay, we got a weapon, a catalyst. I mean, is it good? Maybe? Ooh. Oh. I guess this is the thing people were using to fight the Oceanid as Barbara last time. That's probably useful, but not for me, given I don't use catalyst characters. Oh, maybe, yeah, no, it wouldn't really help. But, oh well. Okay. Okay, Nickel, you finished all 4 events already and they're pretty easy? Okay, well that's good news for me. Wrong Anemo boy? Yeah, it was the wrong one, but oh well. Oh well. Going for Barbara against the Oceanid? Yeah. Oh yeah, I am sitting up straight now. Okay, let me see. Where's Hazel? Here you are. Let me have another thing. Okay, let me see what that weapon is. Where are you? Oh, here it is. Okay. Just gonna give it some stuff. I have no idea who it's good for, but oh well. I'll figure this out later. That's how this usually goes. Let me just give it some more stuff. Okay. Oh, I can ascend it as well. Perfect. Okay, what level do I usually ascend these to? I think it's 50? Oh well. Let me check. Do I normally get them to 50? Yeah, I normally get them to 50. So let me just... Okay. Come here. Okay, let me just level that up again. And then get it to 50. Done. Yep, okay. Perfect. There we go. That's done. Ooh, I think it's sparklier. Well, that's nice. I like it in this form. It's a nicer, brighter purple. I do like. Should we fight Buzz with Barbara again? It didn't end so well last time, I'll be honest. But, you're scared of them with... I mean, I'm also scared of them with Barbara. You'd think it'd be fine, but my Barbara just isn't. It just isn't. So it doesn't work. Good for physical DPS catalyst user. There aren't any physical catalyst users. Ah. Interesting. That makes sense by definition of the catalyst. Anyway, so I think I said we were going to do the Kazuha quest. In which case, I'm going to start the Kazuha quest. Wait, there wasn't anything else I was supposed to do. I don't think so. So, Kazuha quest it is. Wait, only one story key? I saw these used. Oh no. I was mistaken. Wait, no, not Tigari. Kazuha. Okay. Kazuha. And we claim that while we're here. Okay, okay. Kazuha. That's not Kazuha. This is Kazuha. I guess we're going to Inazuma, which makes sense. But a Kazuha story quest. Okay. Okay, okay. Do I know what this is gonna be about? No. Are we gonna find out? Yes. I hope it's interesting. It should be. And maybe it will give me good luck for the next time I try and get Kazuha. Maybe. I don't know. This isn't going so well. But the thing is, by the end of this, I will hopefully have done about 70 wishes. So you'd hope by 70 that I might get him. Well, I'll probably get something. Hopefully it's Kazuha. Okay, okay. Ooh. Things are happening. It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then. Yes, as if in the blink of an eye. Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So where should we go today? Wait a moment. Huh? What's up? Huh? That doesn't look good. Looks pretty bad. Someone's coming. Oh, great. I guess he's appropriately named, given he's called Sudden Attacker. Like, I could have done without the sudden attack, thank you very much. Oh, I forgot these guys are fast. Okay, let me do that. I'm just gonna use up all of these, because I always save them for no particular reason. But I always think, you know, I'll use the burst later. I don't need this now. It's always just a waste. Oh. Aha. Huh? So you don't have a vision after all. Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else. At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No wait, even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous. Have you ever met anyone by the name of Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard he possesses an anemic vision. Why are you looking for him? That's none of your business. Never mind, you don't know like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time. Oh wait, where is it that? Okay. What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. One thing's for sure, no way are we telling him anything about Kazuha. Couldn't agree more. Right, Paimon has a feeling though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuha to a duel, he won't be able to beat him. Anyway, just feel safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back. Actually, I have a hunch. Oh, what kind of hunch? Ooh, I think this guy may have a special connection to Kazuha. A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other? I can't say for sure, but I feel like their fighting styles are kind of similar. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, maybe a little, but then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so it doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so he won't get into any danger. I haven't heard the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there. Ooh. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Who is this random dude? Okay, I'm pretty sure we knew Kazuha was somewhat of a wanted criminal because of the whole stealing his friend's vision thing, but I don't know if this is set before or after we finished the Archon quest. Okay, let me see what you guys have said. I remember Friday will have the Genshin 3.8 stream. Ooh, interesting. Did you know they gave Kazuha a Leo vision due to announcement not existing in the game before? I did not know that. That is pretty interesting. And fitting, I guess. Does that mean, who is it? Child also has a funky one because, wait, no, we did this last time. Sniezhna, I think it was. Sniezhna doesn't exist yet. Okay. You're a Chi-Chi lover? I also love Chi-Chi. I kind of wish I had Chi-Chi, but not enough to want Chi-Chi over Kazuha. Okay. Wait, supply for you a time traveler too? There are too many time travelers in this chat. Indopetrical was messaging you. Oh, the internet. Yes, the internet was failing them. I saw them appear somewhere. I saw it and now. Oh, there it is. Hello, Indopetrical. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm glad your internet is letting you on right now. Exciting. Good to see you. Okay. Oh, hello. Oasis Proxy. Good to see you. Good to see you. There's no such thing as being late to the stream, so therefore you're good. Seems that the... No, we googled this. Chowder Piece googled this for me and sent me a message. I'm pretty sure it's Sniezhna. Because it's not... I'm pretty sure we did this. Or maybe I'm not doing this, but Chowder Piece should know if I'm doing this correctly because there was a whole thing. And we had to look it up. Because, yeah. No, we look, it's not, it's just funky. Kaiko's saying it right? Yes, yes. It's like, you have to say it with the right accent or like, say it like the Russian way. So that's kind of how it goes. Because I think I looked at it and it looks like it should be said like, schniz. I can't even do it now. Schneznaya or something, but it's like funky. Okay, Ezrod, you should also make food. That is a good idea. Anyway, hello! Got a bit distracted there. Hey, hello, do you know where Kazuha is? You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all. 2. Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbour, ran into a huge crowd of announcements, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha. If it's because of that battle on Nazuki Beach, Captain Beidou had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off. Oh, so you still don't know what he did? I've heard bits and pieces, something about him blocking the Raiden Shoguns so no Hitachi. Ah, post-Archon quest. Is he really as big a deal as everyone's making out to be? You can compare it to the technique Beidou used to strike down Haishan. Really? Wow, when you put it like that, it'll make sense. Ha ha ha. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy. Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable. Well, after all, she's changed. Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryo Commission. Right then, I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd. Okay. Oh! Quite far away. I thought it was the one on Rito, but nope, that's a different commission, I guess. Oh, that is a wall. Okay, okay. Ooh. Oh, it's you, Kaiko. Greetings, we were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kodahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that I am deeply grateful. The mighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving or at least easing the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kadohara clan. Regarding the history of the Kadohara clan, I trust that you are already somewhat informed. No, I don't know what's going on. In short, there once was a group of select bladesmiths who served the shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the almighty shogun. The Kadohara clan belonged to this class. There came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Tsuyeshna. Both the Kadohara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kadohara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kadohara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the mighty shogun believed he should not only be rewarded for his achievements but also receive recompense, that sounds wrong, for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clan by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary. This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the almighty shogun and the shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached? I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kadohara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kadoharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You'll be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the almighty shogun's blessing and the full support of the shogunate. Now, I have grown accustomed to life amongst the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kadohara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honour. I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumours currently circulating through the populace will disappear. Malicious rumours? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kadohara Kazuha in town. Well, to some, the Masaru no Hidetachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kadohara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that. As a result, the falsehood that Kadohara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread. What? But that doesn't make sense. Using delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine. That's correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still. This is just one of the many similar rumors I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. Perhaps if the shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly. This is precisely why I'd encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us. Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here? Yikes, we nearly forgot about the most important thing. Okay, we explain. Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? Could it be someone who trained with you? I know this puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kadohara sword art, focused on blade testing but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the most practical ones typically used by samurai in battle, so it's hard to imagine the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone. All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a serious nutcase. Indeed, he sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury or worse. In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him. Thank you, I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I'll first join the traveller in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return. Very well, please stay safe. Come on, let's go and track down your aggressor. Okay. Oh, now they're going to the detective agency. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Let's go down here. And what have you guys? I feel like I've missed some things, and I'm so very confused. Okay. Let me go on the back here. The Genshin Fontaine spoilers are all of your For You page. That is distressing if you're trying to avoid the spoilers. That is indeed a wall. Yes, I ran right into a wall, but it's fine. Yeah, I have no idea why, I don't know why it this feels bad, man. I don't even remember. I don't think I set that up. Like, I think I set it up, but I think I use a default. So I don't know why it says that or what it means. Maybe I should look into this. But also it is kind of funny, so I kind of want to just leave it there. Oh, it could be an emote. That would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. Okay. Is it the Canadian man that maybe he's gonna get arrested? Yes. I don't think he's gonna get arrested, but he might get accosted. Some guy is definitely looking for him, but I don't think he's running from the law right now. Ooh. Oh, I clicked a button. That's weird. Okay, I think it's fine. Okay. Oh, Leslie's here. Hello. Okay, let me stretch. Also, I think I glitched something, so I can no longer see things. I don't know. It's working. Yeah, hello, Lizzie. I got a bit distracted. I was still trying to figure out what Chart of Peace was going on about, but I don't know. What are you doing? While also watching the stream? I do not know. Okay, let's see. Let's ask the detective for help. Hello! Hey there, we'd like to ask you a quick question. You know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kazuha, we mean. Aha, so this is the renowned Mr. Kaitohara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today. You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer. Oh, you were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaitohara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our dear detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaitohara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of more just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant. Millions of more? Wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't. Please accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy. Of course, no matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day lives just for the sake of it. Very a little off topic, what I'm really trying to say is it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaitohara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault. Let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? Area Commission had a very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources. It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up on about every little thing that goes out in the streets, but typically it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryu Commission would absolutely get involved. That does make sense. Oh, look at the trails already run cold. I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle, so unless you were the first person you targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now. It also wasn't easy for me to fight him off. I'm well aware of your talents, there is a need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime. Don't worry, we'll find him. It seems you are every bit the selfless hero that make you out to be, Mr. Kaitohara. Sadly, the same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun. Oh, surely this same concern. You flatter me, truth be told, I don't quite know what came over me in that moment. You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case. Sure, during times like this, the more information we have, the better. Alright then, recently 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surname Nagato. The other, Amenema Yuya, the samurai from the Amenema clan. Amenema? Now there's a familiar name. Right, Yuya is the nephew of Anima Togo, the owner of Amenema Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time, their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recall this because Amenema Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for. Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know his name, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me. We'll investigate both of them at the same time. Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way. Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenema Smithy. Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself. I'm definitely saying amenema wrong. Like, it sounds like nonsense. There's no way I'm saying that correctly. I would love to be, but I just don't think I am. Okay, let me see. What are you doing? Oh, child appears you're trying to write up the Hindi alphabet. You've never learned Hindi before. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I see. Oh, listen, you got Kazuha. Exciting. I'm liking the wordplay with Pi indeed to make Hindi and Typhon and so. Exciting. Anyway. It's spelled A-M-E-N-O, well, like this guy's name. Anemamo? That can't be it. Minoma. Oh, a Minoma? That might do it. That sounds believable, but oh well. Okay, if it isn't Kaito Kazuha, what brings you here today? Huh? You two know each other? Yes, the Kaito and Aminama clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the two clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Aminama to pay my respects. Raiden Gokaden? Let me quickly explain. The Raiden Gokaden was the collective term for the 5 most acclaimed bladesmithing arts in Inazuma. The techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the Raiden Gokaden by the Almighty Shogun, and over time further honed and enhanced by the most talented craftsmen. Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans in the bladesmithing trade. Today, only the Aminama clan has kept its art alive. So sad. It's a great pity indeed. In the old days, we each had our specialties, and just as iron sharpens iron, so too did we learn much from each other. As an example, the Minima art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There's nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice day in and day out until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of each technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaito clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art. That's right, Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. But only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings and eventually become an extension of its will's will. Indeed, most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are without a doubt the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaito clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well. You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing. Ah yes, my nephew. I forwarded the case to Tenryu Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it. But I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryu Commission. We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that? Yes, on the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. So the next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse and neither of them came back. A fire? Yes, strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened. Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you? If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon, otherwise there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but he has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He's extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword. Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we're looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we've gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile. What? No, absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He's humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before. Huh? Is that so? Yes, if there's one thing I can say for certain, is that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. With that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible. Don't worry, you have our word. From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well. We have to get the info from the Nagato family. Yes, it sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household. Okay. Wonder there's no— oh, you changed your Arabic. Exciting. This reminded me of struggling to say anemone. Yeah, that's also a hard one. I managed to say it just now, I think, because I said it so fast. If I stopped to think about it, I definitely would have got it wrong. These names are getting harder each day. Yes, they are. And there are no pronunciation videos. Perfect. We're just gonna assume I was vaguely correct because there's nothing else we can do about it. I don't know how else you're supposed to do these. You just have to kind of guess. Wait for the Subaru ones. Or the French Fontaine. French never hurt anyone. The thing is, at least I learned French in school. But my French pronunciation was also terrible. Like, really, really bad. But at least they'll be more familiar. We are doomed. I should start Sarai Storm Chambers. That is true. But, like, I keep getting distracted. Anyway. I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. Ooh, my husband has gone missing and I'm still trying to find him. I know you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may. I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone? I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation? For example, Paimon was struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora. That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse. Uh-oh, what happened? He lost his sense of restraint, he started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he spent hours down at the warehouse admiring his weapons. Even his debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them, just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby and I'm willing to support him, but making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me. Whoa! And that led to an argument. Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After he said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family? Fair enough. Had I not indulged his bad habits, we would not have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire and both he and the buyer had gone missing. I see. I understand. Aminama, Yuya came to purchase the weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out of the warehouse and both men disappeared. At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries. It's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument. Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts. I don't know, he just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still mad at him, we're a family and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out. Please don't get upset, there could be more to the situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato has had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. The information we gather from the other side suggests Amenema Yuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting confusing. A little confusing, more like completely mystifying. Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Mr. Stewart will notify you if we find anything. No, thank you so much, I just want him to come home. Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts? Oh, well, Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and, Oh, never mind, Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you! Ooh, they had an argument during the sale. Perhaps the fire was deliberate to hide the truth. We're still missing information. I think we're still missing information, but I'm gonna go for the scandalous, the fire is hiding something option. Interesting explanation. I was also considering this possibility. Amenema Yuya is an expert on swords, and he could have noticed some problematic details of Mr. Nagato's collectibles. Maybe he recognized the blade as a fake or a well-known stolen item. Either way, after arguing about it, the two men agreed to hide the truth of the matter. They thought a fire would destroy everything, but then the Tenryo Commission began investigating and uncovered some incriminating details, so they fled to protect their secrets. It's a far-fetched theory. I can't imagine how they would have been able to reach an agreement. One fact I keep coming back to is that Amenema Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato being heavily in debt and is also the only one of them with a potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened here? This also doesn't seem connected to the case of the attacker. Right, although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenema Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenema art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art. Darn, we thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate it's starting to look like a wild goose chase. Let's keep going since we've come this far. If we can solve this case, both Mr. Amenema and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure. Okay, but where shall we go now? Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence. Okay. Let's go to the warehouse. I like it. Kaiko just Genshin, don't worry about it. That is true. You guys can continue talking about languages. It's quite interesting. I'm sort of reading it simultaneously and mostly not commenting on it. But you know what? Keep discussing languages. Just go for it. You don't have to talk about whatever I'm doing. I'm just trying to solve a mystery with very little success. Wait, I hear something ominous in the wind. Ooh, this must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use and we were chasing down the Vision Thief at Beidou's tournament, so I knew we could count on you. Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere. The guy? But there's nothing here. But that guy's always there. It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma, the remnants of the Tatarigami. Ooh. That's the thing that makes you go crazy. Because, I don't know if you remember, but there was the samurai who was like going, we must appease the god, we must appease him, let's make some sacrifices. I think he was infected by the Tatarigami. So now I'm wondering, did these guys pick up maybe an infected sword and it made both of them crazy? Because also, the guy who attacked us, his sword was glowing purple, which looks like spooky Inazuma spirits, if I've ever seen one. Okay. Tatarigami? Indeed, but this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy might prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly. So it's an underground warehouse. The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatragami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatragami source resided here for a very long time. Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot. It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatragami energy at that time. Surely someone would have noticed. From what I've been told, Tatragami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters. Most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatragami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatragami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions even as he put himself in grave debt. So what should we do now? Go down and take a look. Step back, I'll open the door and take a look inside. That's dangerous. If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. Needn't worry, both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, this risk here is trivial. Ooh, spooky basement. What's down there? Everything's buried in debris, I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble. I don't know if that's good or bad. That was too scary. Paimon was so sure the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us. All we can do now is keep searching for the direction that the Tatragami energy source left its place. In the direction. 2 ordinary humans entangled with the Tatragami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them. Let's hurry. Yeah, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital we find out where this Tatragami energy is coming from. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. Perhaps you too will perceive its ominous presence in the wind. Okay, follow the scent and look for clues. Oh. Yeah, this would do it. Not vibing this. Okay. At this point, the trail appears to split into 2. The main source of Tatragami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here and seems to be dissipating slowly. 2 parts, so would that correspond to Mr. Nagato and Anima Yuya? Quite possibly, let's search the area. Okay. I see you guys have opinions on Hu Tao. And Chi-Chi, you gotta be nice to Chi-Chi. Oh, Rainbow Gecko, hello, welcome to the stream. We're doing the Kazuha story quest and following this mysterious grey smoke thing. Alright, always a good sign, always a good sign. Okay, I am sitting up. Anyway. Oh wait, where am I supposed to be? Oh. Wait, look at those Hillachals. What Hillachals? Oh. Oh. Are they good? I don't know if I was supposed to get. Oh yeah, no. It does say defeat the Hillachals. So we will be defeating the Hillachals. Ready? Nope. Okay, let's do that. And then let's do this. Oh, more Hillachals. Why are there more Hillachals? Because like, it doesn't really make sense because they can't really say more enemy reinforcements coming when there were no enemy reinforcements. Like that's just, where did they come from? You can't just show up randomly. It's just very rude. I only planned enough space for 4 of you, not 8. Look at this red stuff. What is that? By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look. I am Nagato. I was wounded by Amenema Yuya. He took my most precious blade. I chased him but could not catch him. I knelt on here to rest on account of my exhaustion. I thought I might croak right here. My stomach kept on bleeding. It seems that some strange power has sustained me. Why did he steal that blade? I was going to sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse down. Uh-oh. Oh, it hurts, but for some reason I can't fall unconscious, so all I can do is to distract from the pain, right? What will happen to Chico, Yuichi, and Yuji? I'm sorry to them, I really am, only now do I realize how stuck in my ways I was, and how blind to my obsession I must have been cursed. I did all those strange and bizarre things, but they won me not one iota of happiness or warmth. Put all of it together, and it still wouldn't have been worth a single word from her mouth. Thank you, and sorry for letting you down, said Chico. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. According to the letter, a conflict arose because Yuya wanted to see the blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write the letter when his strength gave out. So, where is he? He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami, and added to the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us. Ooh. Not good. No traces there may have been of his fate beyond or after this point. They've since been disturbed by the Hooded Shells. There's nothing more for us to find here. Let's ask the Tenryu Commission to do a search later. Yes, right now we need to uncover some more important truths. If Aminama Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end. Right, so let's get moving. How did it come to this? I wouldn't be surprised if he too fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be the pursuit of power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity. Well, you figured it out, so those two cases are connected after all. I believe so, but it's become something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger. Ooh. I'm guessing we've got to go through these ominous... Well, these circles are not ominous, but the black clouds they are within are quite ominous. Okay, go this way. But like, we're following the trail, so surely wind is not the way we should be going, because I doubt the swordsman knows how to fly. They seem to have stayed here for a long time. Why here? Is there anything special about this place? I'm not sure, but on close examination I sense the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time. Show yourself, it's no use hiding anymore. Is it the guy? Kazuha, it's you at last. Aha, so it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha? Indeed, there should be no enmity between us if it is Minama Yuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Minama Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand? The blade? Now you mention it's giving off a strange light. Well, sure you don't mean, are you serious? Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Aminama Yuya's body. You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. It was his pride and joy. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaidara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret. I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden. Indeed, at that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound to Tsunyashino. He was a bladesmith of great renown and master of the craft. There was nothing that could not be accomplished. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging. So, swords can become conscious and control people? The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects, an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Shniezhna and begin my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home. I seek but one thing, to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and to prove my power and the might of Asian art. Okay. So, Minima Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me what happens to those that you possess when you finish using them. My host who cares what happens to them, they are but tools that serve my mission. When they get tired or injured or unusable, I hop to the next one in line. What I needed for them for was to take me back to Inazuma. You're awful. After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to buy my time in Nagato's warehouse, until Minima Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I am approaching my journey's destination. By Minima Yuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun. Kaito Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Miso no Hitarachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now give your body over to me. Okay. Okay, well... Oh wait, I could be Kazuha. What am I doing not being Kazuha? Oh, that guy's fast. Okay, let me put... Okay. Ooh. Ha ha ha. Ooh. Oh, dodge. Okay. Let me do this. I think that'll be good for Kazuha. He likes to swirl things, right? So, if we just, I don't know, do this. Oh wait, I should have. No, it's working. Right. Okay. Ooh. Ahaha. Ooh. Can I just? Ooh. Oh, he escaped. Okay. Oh, I could have held E. Oh well, maybe next time. Maybe, if I get Kazuha, I can use this knowledge. But until then, it's fine. I got this support on DPS. I don't know. It's probably because I'm looking that way and it's getting confused. Anyway, just stand in my way or I will strike you down too. Your blast, fooling no one, you've lost. Lost, I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He's but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will. Then we will smash you into pieces. The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny. Your fighting style is indeed the forms of Asian art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair. Really, you can tell all that just from his moves. As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition you believe I am your only hope. Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you? On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin art's secrets, little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help? Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Nazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time, you were trapped. After all that time that's passed, you've grown weak, to the point that you are now unable to acquire new hosts without making physical contact. But that's right, I remembers now, Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles. Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Minima Yuya and make your escape. What of it? Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition with whatever the cost, But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realize your limitations long ago. The more you clench your teeth and press forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved through, and the more you wish to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy. What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal. You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life. Even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired? Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art, but even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer? Silence, you blabbering fool. I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream, and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly, but you also underestimate my resolve. And you should face reality. Easy for you to say, facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way, not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality. It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kazuha clan. If you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange. Ask love and you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. Let us make a bet, and I will put your strength to the test. What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands? Very well, then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you. Once you've dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshikaku. As for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenma Yuya from control. I accept. Don't do this, Kazuha. You're dealing with a cursed blade. Usually not a good idea. Now this is the only way to save Amenma Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the blade's puppet. Because Blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatsugami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenma Yuya fell prey to it. If they don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while. But even so, even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me. We have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I'm willing to accept the risks entailed. Well, I can't stop you. Disdain for me betrays your wealth of ignorance. I agree to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too. Now take me in your hand. Okay. Right, should he have grabbed the cursed sword? Probably not. But he's done it anyway. Ugh. Like Kazuha. I'm okay. I feel a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's alright so far, this was as I expected. If something feels off, let me know immediately. I will, thank you. What would we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha? We fight some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. The blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer. It cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation. Wait a minute, Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. It's the Tenshikaku Takatsukasa clan abandoned secret base. It's been held by Brennan ever since. That should fit the bill. Alright, please lead the way. What about Amenma Yuya? What should we do with him? Blade says he'll let Amenma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger. Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty treacherous journey. Okay, fine, just be careful. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.